Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Yes, you're seeing a lot of glass, a lot of swung vases. I decided for this video I was going to pull all 102 swung glass vases in the collection and put them all on the dining room table. So this was quite a feat because I have them all over the house in different places. I have some in here in the living room, mostly blues. I have the green ones usually in my office. The orange and red are downstairs. The white ones over here I use for different holidays. The pinks are downstairs. The purple ones are up here. The black ones are downstairs, but we'll get into all that. So there is a total of 102 of these on this table. I literally had to get all the leaves out for the table, put them in, and pray to God that everything would hold on the table and the table wouldn't collapse from the massive amount of weight. So, the tallest vase is 36 inches. The the smallest one is 8 inches. I guess we should start over here. I only have one purple one, which is this one here, and I've had it for quite some time. That's usually in my office in the one corner. I picked this root beer colored one up recently at an auction. This pink one I also picked up at the same auction. This one I've had for a while. This one I picked up a couple years ago. So those are the more rare colors that you see. Also I have a clear one here that I picked up last year in a estate sale. A couple of these small black amethyst glass ones. You've seen my white ones here before that I use primarily during Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, and Easter that I use on the table here for decor. The blue ones here, there's quite a collection of those. Most of these reside on the buffet that's in the background back there. As you can see, I pulled them down. Some of these reside in the window. The tallest one back here, we'll go over this way, this one here measures 36 inches. That actually sits in the middle of the picture window. So, like I said, there's a good mix of those. And I've been collecting these probably for 25 years. And most of these I got for like a couple bucks here and there, so not very much. There's some aqua ones mixed in here that you can see, like this peacock back there, a couple of those, this one. They primarily sit on the table by the front door. And like I said, all the green ones here are displayed in my office, home office. I have this massive guy right here. Let me take you around the back side and show you some of these. As you can see, he's pretty chunky. Had him for a while. The tallest one here is a very slim one. I've just seen the prices go crazy. I think I might have bought that one at an auction probably 15 years ago and paid like $10 for it. And I saw a green one sell recently, same size, for like $800, which it blows my mind. So I was collecting these well before anybody collected these. And the main reason I started collecting these was my granny. She had one, and I have a picture of it somewhere, that she bought. It was almost identical to this one here with the diamond button. She had that in her living room for years. Then it made its way down to her rec room in the basement. And when we were kids, I broke it. So I never heard the end of it. Anyway, I actually bought this one here for her at an auction when I saw it because I felt bad. And that got her back into collecting them. So a couple of these, and I'll pull these out later in the video to show which ones were hers that I kept, because I do know which ones were hers. But it was kind of a running joke between her and I, because I started collecting them, then she started collecting them again. And she also grouped them by color. She had them in her picture window. She had them on her entertainment stand. So, but there were other pieces of glass mixed in, of course. So I think altogether there might be maybe 2 blue, 2 green, and 2 red that were hers. The rest I acquired. This is one of my favorite bittersweet vases. As you can see, it's almost a yellow-orange color. So this particular piece, as well as a couple other pieces I have downstairs, including a very tall Ewer-style Viking piece that I'm amazed has survived all these years, because it's a very tall and narrow point. Actually, a gentleman came to clean the ductwork a couple years ago, and he saw downstairs on the mantle all the oranges and reds, and he said, listen, I got a box of these things at home that were my grandmother's, and my wife hates them and we don't have them out. Would you like them? I was like, I can't pay you. He's like, no. He's like, I just want to make sure they go to somebody who appreciates them. Well, this was one of them. And I have yet to see another one in that color way since then. There's some really neat pieces in different colors. There's a big giant one here I bought at the auction a couple years ago. This big orange transparent one, I'm going to go back around this way because literally this table is like 12 feet long at this point. I'll give you guys a better look. So here's the big orange one. And it actually has some black variations in it, which I kind of like. But you can see this guy, this Ellie Smith, he's a big guy. He's pretty big. I do have one that had met an ugly fate. And I very badly pieced it back together. I couldn't bring myself to throw it away. So I kind of did that. It sits in the corner. I figure it has no value, but it's still mine. But there's a lot of different variations and patterns, colors. So this, I decided to just do it, pull it all together, give you guys a quick show of them. It was a good excuse to dust everything, wash everything. So before these guys go back to their homes, that area will be washed, waxed, dusted. These guys will be all wiped down again because I gave them a quick wipe down to do the video. And they will be returned to their rightful area. I did take pictures of how they were displayed so I knew which ones went where. So that will help immensely trying to put the puzzle back together. Otherwise I'll be running around here going, I don't know where this goes. But so that is the whole collection. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different colors of vases. And like I said, anywhere from 36 inches tall for that tall skinny blue one. I think the other one, the green one's like 35 and the orange one's like 33 and 30 down to 8 inches for that little white one that's in there, as you can see. But we'll just give you a nice overview of all of them. And I very seldom lately have added any to these collections unless I go and buy them privately. I did have one of the bittersweets listed. I took it up to the Vintage Fest. Ruthie had a friend that said that she was interested, but she didn't end up making it. And then when I got home, I just decided I'll throw it into the collection. If, you know, maybe around Halloween I'll pull it back out. But that is it, guys. So what I'm going to do now is pull together the couple that were my grannies and go from there. All right. Disregard the card back there in the corner. These 8 pieces right here were my grandmother's. The reason I know that is because I put a little dot on the bottom of them so that I know they're hers. And she had these in groupings on her picture window, entertainment center. She had other pieces of glass mixed in, which I have. I ended up sending everything through the auction except for like the really, really important stuff, just because the money was supposed to go to her and she needed the money. She wouldn't take the money from me. So I decided to send it through and just buy it back. And that way she got the money. Unfortunately, the day of the sale, she passed away. And I kind of figured that was going to happen just because she had an attachment to her things. And so I went in before the sale opened and put dots on everything I wanted because I just couldn't be there. And my friends took care of it, and I said, I don't care what I pay for stuff. I'm going to call it bereaved spending. So I got all these, except for this one. This one got away. However, I knew who bought it. They had it in their booth for quite some time. They ended up closing their booth and marking everything down like 50 or 75% off, and I ended up buying it anyway. So I felt like she kind of knew it should be back with me, and so I got it. I don't know if anybody believes this kind of stuff, but ever since she's been gone, I have seen things come through the auction that belong to her. I think one of the last videos we did for the auction, there was a picture and a coat that belonged to her. But every once in a while, she'll send stuff through, and I think it's just her way of saying hi. I don't know if anybody believes that kind of stuff. If you do, comment down below. But after years of losing family members over the years, and every once in a while, it's just weird. It's like my Hot Wheels from when I was a kid came through one night, and I knew they were mine because she had writing on the case. So it just gives you the chills. She just does little things. I mean, it happens to me. It happens to my aunt. So we've all been there. So I have her vases. I have other pieces of glass, of course, but I do have hers in the collection. So that's all 102 in 12 different colors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to like, make a comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything. It also lets you know when new videos come out. So I try to do them Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. Make sure you check out my eBay store. Link is in the description. And as always, thank you for tuning in.